Well, check that out. Time once again for 30-minute musings. Oh, and I'll tell you what, if you think about it, what is probably the best damn 30 minutes you can get on any platform? Commercial free. Think about that. This ain't no, and let's throw out names. I don't give a shit. This ain't no Mike and Molly. That's a 30-minute time slot, but commercials break that bitch up. What do you get, about 20? Huh? Think about it. Commercial free. Check that shit out. You talk about a fucking bargain. Man. Well, one thing that I know as soon as I got in the car, I forgot my vitamins. Now, thankfully, I took one set after I got through my workout this morning, so that's a good thing. But not to say that I'm going to be feeling a little less, feeling any lesser. Who knows? Who knows? But I will say this, waking up today, I kind of stirred about before my alarm went off. And granted, I went to bed last night. It was after 2 in the morning. So let's just say that conservatively, I was asleep, fully unconscious by 3, which I know is not quite the truth. It was probably more like 3:15. But let's say I fell asleep at 3. Alarm went off at 10. That's 7 hours, and I stirred just a couple of minutes before that thing went off. But I didn't feel so run down, so damn worn out. I don't know what the fuck I did. I mean, I hit my sleep cycle, I guess. Perfect. And I felt good to go. There was no hesitation. It's like, I'm going to get me a workout. I mean, first I, got up, grabbed me a little bit to drink. I had a little bit of milk. Decent protein, decent carbs. I had one of my organic beets. Kind of helps with the pre-workout shenaniganery. That's a good thing. It's not quite like shenanigans. It's actually better. It's way better. And I went through a pretty bust-ass workout. Went through a CVX, cardiovascular extreme. Because it's like the late 90s, early 2000s, where anything labeled X is extreme. But be that as it may, P90X3's CVX, cardiovascular extreme, went through it pretty damn decent. Felt like I got a good workout in, good work on the legs, good little bit of getting the heart pumping, some cardio. Shoulders, I seriously think I got some fucking deteriorative shoulders. I think they're shot. I can't do push-ups for nothing. That shit starts to hurt. Not like, hey, I'm feeling a burn, like I'm doing some good, some arm curls, some hammer curls. No, this borderline, just irritable pain. A little bit of shoulder pain, so I modified some of the shit when I needed to let that not be an issue. Cracking my neck, feeling good. Had a good couple back cracks this morning. I don't know why. I woke up and just felt pretty fucking cherry, if you will. Felt great. Well, felt better than usual. I'd say I felt great. It was damn good. Not great, but fuck. What a pleasant surprise. I don't remember the last thing I did last night that might have caused that. I think I threw down a little bit of milk then, too. And did I throw down some honey with it? Maybe the antioxidant power of the honey is what helped. I don't know for sure. Maybe that combo did something. Maybe that swirled in my belly and then filtered through around my system and helped me get a much clearer head of sleep. There's a plate right there. I want to say it's Ohio. Yes, it's Ohio. Son of a bitch. Told you, best 30 minutes on the internet today. Georgia plate right in front of me. Cobb County. Not lying, it's a Toyota Prius. Yep, everybody makes fun of the Prius. The hybrid Synergy Drive, what the fuck does that say? Whatever, doesn't matter to me. Making fun of the Prius like a motherfucker. Why? I don't know. It's a green car. Well, this one isn't. It's more silver than anything. I get it. For fuck's sakes. Woo! Cooked up some chicken. Organic chicken, naturally. Put some mozzarella cheese on that shit when it was kind of done on the George Foreman to let that kind of slow melt on there. Had a little bit of that. That's when I threw down my vitamins. Got a little bit more. Got plenty of chicken and cheese left with some veggies to mix in. That'll kind of be meal through the day. Also, got my big old container of peanuts. More protein than carbs. That's the kind of snack I'm looking to do. I don't know if I'm bulking up, because I'm not taking those powders and those shake mixes and all that shit. I'm not taking any of that stuff. Just eating good and healthy. What's that plate? What's that plate? That's a Jersey plate. Opposite lane. Look like a Volkswagen. It's pretty sad. I'm better at naming the plate than I am the car. Just one of those things. If I'm following it, excuse me, I know a Corvette when I see one. There's a New York plate over there in the checkers right there at the corner of Northeast 4th Avenue and Sunrise Boulevard. Right across the street from the McDonald's. That's a New York plate. Looks Mustang-y. But no, it's a 4-door. Can't be. I don't think so. Whatever. You get a half a geography lesson with the directions I take on this podcast. You get a little bit of some health tips and some knowledge on that account, health and fitness. Hell, you get to know a little bit about me and the shit I'm doing. Best 30 fucking minutes the internet has ever provided, ever will provide. You know? You can't get any better. I mean, it's kind of like Coca-Cola. You just can't get any better. Well, there was Dennis. Oh, shit. I know he always rides his bike around. He always talks about it. Huh, okay. Shit, if I knew that was him, I would have rolled down the window and said, hey. Now, he's part of the red and khaki army. Well, you know, I don't even want to call that place an army or nothing like. He's one of the good ones, though. He's a bullshitter. Well, a good bullshitter, you know? One of the few people, I guess there's more than I say. Well, he's not a manager, I'll say that much. If that's any inclination as to what it's like, yeah, he's not a manager. So basically, we're cool on that note. Anyone that has sarcasm to my liking, to my degree, can't be a bad person. But I know he's always talking about he's riding his bike, putting on so many damn miles every week. He keeps track of that shit. Didn't dawn on me. Oh well. Best 30 minutes in internet history. Every fucking time. Well, if it goes 28 minutes and 13 seconds, it's still pretty fucking good. Still commercial free, though. That I stand by. That still holds true. Now, if I could commercialize these bitches and get paid to do this, could you imagine? I don't know how that's possible, but could you imagine? Hey, if you can imagine, drop me an email or a message, let me know. Let me know how it's possible. Do I have to sell out to Under Armour? You know, do I have to do all that shit? Kind of hope not. I mean, I do wear some Under Armour shit usually when I'm working out. Michigan plate right there. A big blue Ford F-150. Michigan. That's a decent drive. I mean, if you hit I-75, you can get to Detroit. So I can't say he's too far off the beaten path. From here, he's got to go I-95, maybe, 595 to 75? Or can you go 95? Does that connect straight? I totally forget. Either way, if he's looking to get his ass home, 75 will do it. One fucking shot, my friend. There's a plate up there. It looks Canadian. I don't know. 2 lanes over. It's a BMW SUV looking thing. Probably not going to see it because I'm in the far left. He's in the far right. Just looks different. It don't look local. A couple of death clouds there towards the south, which is exactly where I'm heading. Oh, boy. Whew. Oh, and the BMW plate, he went 95 north. I will not get a chance to see what he... Wow, look at that truck. I mean, it's literally like the bed end of it is just totally ripped off. Totally. I mean, all there is it's like pickup truck cab and fucking chassis. I mean, the rednecks back in Wisconsin would do that every here and there. This might be the first one I've seen like that down here. Look at this guy up here. Look at right in the road. There's a Mercedes-Benz CL 550 4MATIC, and then behind him is a Mercedes SL 550. What's behind them? What is this guy? He's a Chevy something. You're out of line, pal. The fuck you got that American piece of shit? There's a bunch of Germans in front of you. And that's exactly it. They're in front of you. Yeah, if that Chevy was on the gas instead of looking at his fucking phone, he would have made that light. I sure did. 95 southbound like a motherfucker. Yup. Yeah, I don't know why. I woke up, felt great this morning. Well, felt pretty damn good. Wasn't groggy, slow, sluggish. I just woke up like, okay, there's my alarm. That was maybe 5 minutes before that thing went off, maybe 10. Just kind of in that dazed toss and stir, like that kind of when is my alarm going to go off kind of thing. Sure enough, my eyes were pretty much good and open. The alarm went off and I was like, fuck it, I'm okay. Been going pretty good today. Cook up some food. Oh, what plate is that? That might be an antique plate. Because it looks like a fucking, what are those pickup truck car things? I can't think of it. El Caminos. That's what it looks like. Those are dope ass rides too. Why the fuck don't they still make El Caminos? I mean, it's a boat. It's almost like what would you say, a Lincoln or a Cadillac with like a pickup bed to it. That's fucking awesome. I'm not a big vehicle guy. Like I always said, in the long run of things, if I could have like an Audi or a Porsche, that would kind of be like my luxury, my big spending dream vehicle to have. Otherwise, I've said, well, an El Camino's on my list of like, that'd be almost the obscure vehicle I'd want, one of them. The other one would be, back to video games, but a hearse. Twisted Metal 2. Mortimer driving the vehicle, his hearse was named Shadow. Black and purple hearse. It's got that Edgar Allan Poe macabre look to it. It's fucking awesome. Those would be my obscure vehicles to have. Would be the El Camino and the black and purple hearse. Like on Twisted Metal 2. Oh yeah. Wouldn't need a limo. That'd be a joke. I don't need somebody to drive my ass around. Oh, yeah. Not so much of a truck guy. I never even put thought into that one. If I wanted a truck, well, it depends. A pickup truck, no idea. Just like a big kind of Ford Bronco, like an OJ ride, I don't know. But if I were to have an all-wheel drive vehicle, that's a Subaru like a motherfucker. Supposed to be really good, like, well, I mean, this is talking back home in fucking Wisconsin when there's snow and ice and shit all over the ground 6 months out of the year. A Subaru is a damn good vehicle to have with all that damn, like, traction control, whatever the fuck, You always want a rear-wheel drive car because you can counter-steer if you start to lose control. There's a nice Audi, but why do you have an Audi in colored red? Oh, God. A red car is ugly nowadays to me. Not that yellow is anything fucking cute. But a red car, it's almost... I mean, sure, everything around here, it's like, that's like a gunmetal. My car's white. I can't say much about that. It gets dirty real quick. But, it's like those off tones, like a darkish, a grayish, a silver, some shit like that. Black, fine. A dark red. You don't see too many rainbow-ass colors out there. You get the occasional guy that's got like a fucking, a jacked-up lowrider. And that thing's like, I don't know. It's a green, but the people that live around me know the car I'm talking about. The guy that's got like the fan blade, the thin fan blade spinners, and that big-ass, like I said, it's a jacked-up kind of lowrider, which I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm not a mechanical. But not candy apple green, but it's definitely, it looks like candy green, I'll say that much. It's like if you gave an apple Jolly Rancher a little bit of attitude, that kind of green. I mean, there's the occasional vehicle like that. I get it. But everything else around, it's all this kind of just off, I don't want to say earth tones, but you know what I mean. Dare I say, bland, non-existent colors. Almost subtle. Well, is that gray? Or is that silver in front of me? Doesn't matter. My car's white. This Tundra that I'm passing, that thing's white. The white one there. Is that gunmetal? Is that gray? Is that ash? Is that smoke? Is that charcoal? What would you call that color? The Mercury or that car that I passed on the right? Best 30 fucking minutes the internet can give you, bar none. I don't even know what's in second place. It's that fucking amusing. It's that tops. It's that alpha. Haha. It's that damn top of the mountain. Fucking nobody else is even coming close. I don't even know what second place would be. How can you get this good at 30 minutes on the fucking on internet? Let alone just YouTube. My God. But don't even waste your time looking for it, because I mean you're not going to be spending time listening to this shit. Liking, subscribing, commenting, sending me love and emails and all that shit. Praise. Best damn 30 minutes. Uh-oh. You know what's great, let's switch directions here. Talking weather. I told you them death clouds down south. I love it. My mom commented on how the sky is down here, South Florida. I was like, what do you mean? It's just, yeah, but she's like, the clouds. Look at the fucking pattern of the clouds and all this shit. I'm like, Mom, they're clouds. No. It doesn't look like this up there in Wisconsin. I'm like, okay, fine. I get you there, I guess, but I don't know. I guess it's because it's a swamp. We're very low as far as, sea level or elevation, whatever you want to dictate it as. And just the clouds were kind of amazing, or I guess the patterns, the formations, how they're layered, whatever. As I'm driving around certain days, and the storm's a little bit, if I'm still heading south, that's going to be a little bit south and east yet. You can sometimes see where it's raining from a damn distance. That big-ass cloud, and for my distance, of course, it's perception is key, but just about maybe if I hold my arm out the width of my wrist, if I just hold my arm perfectly up, the width of my wrist, I can just see almost a column of something. It's rain. That shit fascinates me. Never would have thought. Older I got, the more, and I mean the nerd, the brainiac kind of, the nerd side, I'll say that because, not to say that my dad's side ain't brainiacs. My dad is he's the machine head. My brother picked up that part of the genetics. I did not. But the science, the nerdy part, definitely on my mom's side of the family, and I don't pick that up from her. She's big into astronomy. Takes pictures of the northern lights and the moon and sun. It takes pictures of the fucking sun. That ain't no bullshit. That's no bullshit. Well, I mean, you need the right fucking equipment to do so. You can't just stand out there with your goddamn iPhone and do it. No, she's got telescopes and shit like that. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of rain now too. But I see a big column coming down up ahead. Let me squeak in front of this sumbitch. All right, buddy. Watch out for me. Thank you. Yes. Mind the Louisiana. There you go. Mind the traffic. You're merging into a lane that's going faster than you is. You gotta slow the motherfucker down. How many plates have I seen already? New Jersey, New York, Louisiana. Oh God, I want to say there was another. Michigan. Yep. There was that foreign plate. I wanted to say it was either Quebec or Ontario. Not too sure. Didn't quite see it. Bunch of different vehicles. Fuck, if I named vehicles, if I just did 30 minutes of talking vehicles of what I see, you wouldn't fucking believe me. You wouldn't. Let alone the license plate and where they're coming from or where they're going back to. You would not believe. Chevy Cobalt LS right in front of me. How are those for vehicles? I mean, I prefer a little Japanese car because, they're built to last. When it comes to buying a car, I trust the Japanese and the Germans. Now, you can call me a communist all you want to, but fuck's sakes, Come on, U.S. Saturn, Pontiac. Didn't they drop Plymouth as well? Remember the fucking, the economy crash and they just stopped making entire fucking brands of vehicles? They don't build Saturns anymore. The old car I had. The one that got rear-ended and fucked up royal. Yeah, they don't make those anymore. They don't make Pontiacs anymore. The Chrysler, do they still have shit? I got no fucking clue. Oh, North Carolina. It was the Wright brothers thing. First in flight. That's how I know it's them. Because when you take flight, you leave the ground up. North is up, right? Why not? What is that guy? I don't think he's paying attention back there. What a dumb son of a bitch. Hazards aren't on. He's just looking at his phone, I'll bet. God damn. Wish I had me some dash cam. He was back there damn near a quarter mile. I mean, he wasn't even up on the line for that red light. He was about 6 cars back. For Christ's sakes, by the time I passed him, whew. And nobody was cutting his ass off either. Jumping in front of him like, what the fuck is wrong with you, kid? There's a Mercedes. There's a big Chevy pickup. A Toyota in front of me. A Hyundai. There's a Nissan 2 lanes over to me. There's a Mercedes, one of them minivan jobs. Not those big motherfuckers that bother me. There's a Cadillac looking to make a U-turn into our lane. What's behind me? A Dodge or a Ram. One of the cars. Because remember, they changed the name on those. Or maybe it might be the pickups. It's no longer Dodge. It's just a Ram. Which, for whatever reason, I don't know. What is this thing right here? That's a Lexus kind of minivan. I'll wait for that. It's a separate episode. That might wait till later in the week. My one go-to that I want to stay consistent with is absolutely out-of-state plates. Out-of-country plates, for that matter. Oh, yeah. A little bit of rain coming down now. I need to fix this damn wiper blade because it's just it's a pain in the dick. And anyone who has a dick ever had a pain in it knows that's not pleasant. Yep. I don't know, pain in the ovaries for the women out there? I don't know. I can't speak for women. I can only speak to them. But that was a question, so please forgive my ignorance. I'm not trying to be ignorant, just I don't know. Either way you look at it, a pain in the baby maker, yeah, that's just, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Well, see, this is a decent little bit of rain coming down now. The other day, whew, that shit was heavy. Yesterday, shit was heavy. Speaking of yesterday, yeah, that was damn heavy rain coming down on my way home. I literally sat in my car for about a good 10-15 minutes listening to the NFL Hall of Fame game while the rain was just still coming out. So we got a good soaking evening, night-ish last night. Now, this is a decent little bit, but this will probably be gone in a while. Other than that, shit's still further south. That might still be causing some havoc. 3 things that I really like. Chaos, havoc, hijinks. 4, mayhem. I liked mayhem before Allstate started using that shit as a catchphrasey slogan guy. God, what is that dude's name? Dean Winters? He was in Oz. He was, what the fuck? Oh, I'm trying to think of his character name in Oz. He was the Irish dude. Ryan O'Reilly, that's it. For anybody wondering, yeah, the Allstate Mayhem guy, he played Ryan O'Reilly on the HBO series Oz. Yeah, Oz, Oswald, Wizard of Oz. Well, it was named Oswald Penitentiary, yeah. Penitentiary, what the fuck was I gonna say? But look him up. Well, at least on Oz, I thought it was pretty damn good. I mean, the only other thing I've known him to be in, well, sure, other than the commercials for Allstate, he was actually in an episode of Sex and the City. I remember when I first got into college, my first roommate, his girlfriend loved Sex and the City, and she would always be watching that shit on their TV. And I was like, oh shit, there's Ryan O'Reilly, all right. And he's nailing Sarah Jessica Parker. And that's all the relationship was built out of, was sex. She wanted more. She said the sex was great, but she wanted more. Yeah. Well, come on, it's Ryan O'Reilly. Come on. I mean, at the very least, that's still an HBO deal that he's working, so it's not like he had to go very far, I would imagine. Fuck, they're probably on the same studio set, same lot, some shit. Hey, there's a hearse, yeah. Pass by a funeral joint every time I take Pembroke. But their hearse ain't cool. Whew. Mine would be. There was a hearse. Somebody had one. Sorry, I'm train of thought here. When I lived in the dorms, there was a spot, there was like an apartment complex, kind of a little bit across the street-ish, around the corner or something. It's a stupid spot. But there was a Subway sandwich joint, right? There was a Subway in that plaza, and the backside of that plaza, Texas played on the other side of the highway. There was an apartment complex behind this plaza where this Subway was. And, well, right next to the Subway is like, well, there's a fucking, an access road, an alley, whatever you want to call it, where you could go, basically get into that parking lot of that apartment complex. And I would see this fucking hearse. And it looked like, well, whatever. Of course, you'd always question somebody who's driving a hearse, like that's just one of those vehicles where, like, yeah, like, I get it. You almost shouldn't be driving one. Hey, all right, it's a Ryder rental truck in front of me, but it has an Oklahoma plate. I still think that counts. Well, no, because I've shot down the U-Haul fucking Arizona plate deal, which happened at least twice, maybe 3 times. I've not gone back to listen to any of these. I don't know. I got a lot of shit that I'm doing to occupy my brain when I'm at home, even doing nothing, so I haven't gone back to proof listen any of these things, nothing. Just about time. Getting close to that 2-minute warning. And I'm getting close, even with the rain. Did I pass 441 yet? Trying to think. I think I'm really close to the airport. The little airport. West Island Drive in the North Perry Airfield. Yeah, that's the one. You know the one I'm talking about already. Shit. Try to play me like a fiddle. Ryder truck, put that blinker on. Let me know you're going to make that move. Jesus. Huh. Oh yeah, 2-minute warning. We're in it already. Clock is fucking ticking. Yeah, so the NFL Hall of Fame game was last night. I didn't watch any of it. I listened to, like I said, about 15 minutes of it. They interviewed Jerome Bettis, whose voice sounded hoarse and terrible, and Ron Wolf, former GM of the Green Bay Packers. I heard those interviews in-game, and the play-by-play was pretty much non-existent. So that shows how big of a game that really is. It's like nobody really gives a shit. Well, less than 1:10. I want to let this thing ride out, though, as I'm about to cross Southwest 72nd Avenue. Whew! Love it. I'm telling you, if I named all the vehicles I got sitting around me just right there at that red light, I'd be like, really, what variety is that? That's pretty nice. That's great. What is this guy doing? Wow, he backed up like fucking quite a bit just to make sure he could make that U-turn. Dash cam, you'd have had to see it to know what I was talking about. Got about 30 seconds to go, and I'm getting close to my my light here, where my left turn on West Island Drive comes into play. That point of the convo. Man, yeah, felt kind of good today. I'm wondering how that's going to last. Might have a production meeting tonight. That being the case, I'm going to call my parents on my way up to that meeting if it happens, or just on my way home, because I didn't call them yesterday because it was a late start for me for work. Till we meet again, I will catch your ass down the road.